Yeah, oh, wow. Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to do Daredevil, The Man Without Fear, number 274 by Marvel Comics. And I'm not going to talk about, how good or bad this book is. I want to, because this book it's not really special, because there are things in there that I don't understand because of storyline that I don't read and don't have. But there are some topics here that I want to highlight because it represents the problems that we are feeling now or experiencing now in modern day society. And sorry. And what do I mean with that? We're living in a society now that if you have an opinion, and I don't want to go this route, but the things that are in this book, and especially in the next book, that I'm going to review a little bit later, it surprised me, the topics, but I'm coming back to that a little bit later. We live now in a society that if you have an opinion, your opinion is wrong, your opinion is bad, and if you speak out that opinion, you need to be cancelled. We're living in a world of cancel culture. Well, in my country, that's not really prominent, but I know in other countries like America, especially America, that's a big thing. You cannot speak anything bad about Marvel Comics, about certain characters that you don't like or that they are changing, and you are not a fan of that. If you say something about it, you're getting cancelled. Although cancel culture is not really in this book, this is more about feminism. And I don't have anything against feminism. I don't have anything about people who wants to change their bodies from male to female or vice versa. Trans women, trans men, trans people. I don't care about if you are gay or if you are, if you are black, if you are Asian, if you are white, if you are Indian. I do not care. I absolutely do not care. Because I don't look at skin. I look at the person itself, what they're doing, how they are, how they behave. I look at the personality. That's what for me is important. So I'm going to show you a couple of clips, a couple of pages about this comic. Basically, it's about a guy that has some, the story is a little bit like this. This guy here, he is the father of this woman called Brandy, and he got a package from the Inhumans, and it has materials in it and genetics. And we have this woman here, is called number 9. I believe, and I'm not entirely sure, that this guy created an Inhuman. Could be wrong, because somehow they're all in a house and they are being under attack, although the attack is not, they are, waiting for the next wave or something. And it's a lot more like a... I have a hard time to explain it because I don't know the full story. So let's skip that part and let's go to what I tried to say. So we see here, number 9 is, Daredevil is very comfortable there. She is, giving him food, etc. And it said, number 9, you are spoiling me. Good, you deserve it. You're my first real life hero. Then we skip, and I'm going to read some parts of the comic. This is Brandy. Brandy is some kind of mechanic, and she is, okay, I'm going to read it. Every time I turn around, you are slaving and fawning over that guy. And she pulls her hair, she's getting violent. Get liberated, girl. Stop living for men. She says, cut it out. And number 9 says, I like caring for him. Brandy says, that's not you talking. It's the patriarch's programming. In your case, literally in Frankenstein's lab. You should hate men for what they've done to you. It was probably my own father who altered your genetics to become his idea of the perfect woman, and you did it willingly. Daredevil says, hey, Brandy, don't be so hard on her. You don't help people by bullying and yelling. And I love this part. Then number 9 says, that's right, I like to care for him and he likes to protect me. What's wrong with that? And this whole thing sums up basically, well, not the whole comic, but what represents in our society in a bad way. Because there's a lot of, is it the third wave feminism that we are experiencing now, or the fourth? I don't know. Because third wave feminism, I just think it's third wave. So let's go with that. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, just tell me in the comments below. They do not stand for equal rights. They just want to bring people down, you know. And they're the first wave and the second wave are, as far as I know, for equality, for same rights, you know, same, how do you say, pay wage and other stuff. They want to participate in the same manner in the society that men do. And that's fantastic. Third wave feminism is, you should hate men. If you please men, you are wrong and you need to be cancelled. And if I look at feminism now, I don't see normal women, you know, protesting against, you know, the things that go wrong. I see people with cancel culture haircuts, and you know what I mean with that. Blue, pink, and whatever hair, very butch sometimes, not always. And they want to, you know, spout their nonsense to men, to people who have another different opinion. And to me, I don't care what your color is, of your hair is. I don't care if you have the shaved side thing on your hair. I do not care. Just, if you want to fight for equality, not for your own, because that is not what feminism, I think, and in my opinion, is about. If you want to strive for equal rights, just strive for equal rights, not put other people down because you have an opinion that is not, you know, aligning with yours. Okay, so I love this part. Brandy calls us a mindless bimbo, and she says, I'm not as pathetic as you make me to be. I know some things, like that you are mean, always yelling, and I like to do this, and she smacks her. That's great, because this is a woman that doesn't take shit from another woman that yells and you know, being a bully to her. And she says, listen, I like men, I like pleasing men, and I do whatever I want. That's cool. That's cool. You don't have to do that, but this girl is choosing to do that. Chapeau. Great. Then skipping to this guy on the front, this Scott Skip, and he is basically the prototype chauvinist. You know, he's putting women down. He's always talking bad about women. So it's basically, you know, the not what man or women want, I think. Because I don't think if a woman gets yelled and be bullied by a man all the time, that's wrong too. So he's basically the opposite of what, well, not completely opposite, but the male version of Brandy. Instead of, you know, Brandy is stop pleasing males, and he is the one that, hey, women should do what I want and what I'm told them to do. So, yeah. So they are fighting. And then this is great. She said, hey, Daredevil says, hey, cut it out, man. And she says, she's got a stupid genetic superior super healing body. And you are stupid, perfect face and perfect Barbie doll. Everyone could use some scars. And then Brandy says something great. You're just jealous. You hide in the boys' clothes and grease and trucks, but you're dying to be me. That cracked me up because, yeah, I believe there's a lot of feminists that, you know, are jealous of, you know, other women, and they you know, want to, how do you say, scream their frustrations to them. Not all of them. I mean, I believe there's some feminist group that are actually normal and not as extreme as, you know, those people that I mentioned before. So, and they basically making up later, and they becoming friends again. And then Brandy says something about her father, that he, well, there's some, how do you say, some government conspiracy, and that he is doing the wrong thing, he's criminal, etc. I don't follow much of the storyline, again, because I don't have the other issues. And skipping a few pages, we jump to Atalan, and we see Black Bolt, Gorgon, and Medusa. It seems that they are lost their child. Somebody kidnapped their kid, and they need to go to Earth to retrieve them somehow, but I don't know where they find the lead, so that's a little bit mysterious to me as well. Then, together with Brandy and Number 9 making out of some kind of cocktails, Molotov cocktails, to defend themselves, and then this guy comes in with a weapon, and he wants to beat up Daredevil and bring Number 9 back. And but Brandy, she's now cool. She says, Number 9, Daddy, stop it, leave her alone. So basically, she's not the bad feminist. She's just have a certain kind of belief that she is truly behind, and wants to, you know, spread. She wants to spread her mindset, or whatever, how do you call it. So let me double check. Well, basically, he has no chance of against Daredevil. He beat him up, and then he shoots. He gets his gun and he shoots accidentally Number 9. Then this is a fun part. Oh, fun. Let's say. So he wants to punch her, but Brandy grabs her arm. But somehow Daredevil is so strong, he pulls Brandy with the swing and hits his father, and she hurts her father. It's weird to see, but also fun. And she says, he said to my father, for all the big talk, I'm against him. He's still my dad. And then there we go into some politic bullshit. But also that Brandy accuses him of being a criminal. And but then he says, Brandy, I never stopped your peace marches for all, or your civil disobedience, or your guerrilla protests. Wow. As you were growing up, I let you develop your own politics. That's powerful. I mean, normally parents, you know, how do you say, enforce them, or nah, that's probably the right word, wrong word. Tell them what's the good side or what's the bad side, you know, the left and the right, or something maybe in the middle. But he just let her do whatever she wants. So basically, that's a good dad, I think. But also she says, what does she say? What you do is illegal. And then Skip says, so is what you do. You committed terrorism on my farm, private property. What's the difference between us? And then she said, we're trying to help people. Well, there's the definition of black and white, or maybe a gray zone. Who's in the right and who doesn't? I don't know. But if you're accusing about who is wrong, but you're doing wrong things yourself, well, what makes that you? So there's some kind of lessons in here in this comic. And then even Daredevil says, it looks to me that you are very passionate and should respect each other's political passion, which is a rare thing to have these days, and learn from each other. And then some lights come in, and then the Inhumans are there. So yeah, when it comes to story, I found this very intriguing, and it's getting better in the next issue that I'm going to review a little bit later. So sorry for, you know, dragging on and on and on, but I wanted to do something, you know, tell a different story. Well, not so story, but a message, because what is happening here, and this comic is from, let me see, I believe 1989. Jesus Christ, more than 30 years old. And yeah, they speak him about politics and about feminism and about women's rights and whatnot. And we see here that Daredevil is against what people are forcing other people to do. And that's a rare thing to see, because Marvel, this is a Marvel book, but the whole cancel culture feminism thing started 5 years ago, or 4 or 5 years ago, at Marvel. So I'm amazed. I'm shocked, by the way. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling because it's going way too long. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.